about a sponsorship deal. Are you interested in doing it?
Oh, I've looked for their product and service a bit. How about we discuss more details?
Coupang is a Korean e-commerce company founded in 2010 and is committed to providing an efficient and convenient online shopping experience. In 2014, the company launched Rocket Speed Delivery, which provides next-day delivery in South Korea.
Also, at 2018, Coupang created the Coupang Flex platform, Rocket Fresh.
In the same year, Coupang also launched a WOW membership service. For only $3.76 per month, the members can enjoy free shipping and free returns and exchanges. The next year, they launched Coupang Eats, which is currently limited in South Korea.
By the way, Coupang launched Coupang Pay and Coupang Play at 2020.
In 2021, Coupang officially entered the Japanese and Taiwanese market, and they decided to withdraw the Japanese market at 2023. In 2022, Coupang launched a Rocket cross-border service and Rocket Speed matching service.
It sounds cool.
You just mentioned you have some understanding of their products and service. Could you give me some examples?
Sure, let me introduce Coupang products and service. Coupang, which is known as Amazon of South Korea, has already implemented a lot of business. Its core e-commerce is mainly an online shopping platform. The platform sells a variety of products, including clothes, electronics products, foods, nutritional supplements, to name just a few. They not only establish their own brand CPLB, but also buy out other companies' products. It really attracts a large number of the consumers' attention.
Coupang's Rocket Delivery service is one of the most competitive advantage, including Rocket Speed Matching service, sending for same-day or next-day delivery service, and Rocket Cross-Border sending for delivery and amount of products cross overseas. Since they have their own Coupang logistics, the circulation of goods will be more convenient.
By the way, Coupang also created different business units like Coupang Eats for delivery meals, Coupang Fresh for fresh food, and even launched Coupang Play for its own streaming platform. It also launched its own payment method like Coupang Pay, intending to connect the whole service in customers' purchase experience.
I have a friend working in Coupang. How about we visit them?
Sure, let's go.
Provide an update on Coupang's current internal operational status.
Of course. About our internal analysis, I mainly use two tools to explain to you. First is the business models. Our value proposition is making people can now live without coupon. Our main activities is about our online retail platforms and our products delivery services. We also have many important key resources, such as our AI technology and our coupon friend team. AI can make our team more convenient and faster than other online platforms. For example, Coupang invested the smart logistic systems. It can analyze the closet center to the customers. Other things is our automation functions, such as our sorting robots and our automatic guided vehicles. We also have many key partners. Besides our product suppliers, we also have so many information systems or marketing services and other things is like data analysis. For example, in Taiwan, ITRI and Zhonghua Telecom invented NMS services to protect customers' privacy. Another tool is Porter's Five Forces. The buyer's bargaining power is high and the suppliers is low because we don't have our own products. We have to purchase goods in bulk to sell. And that can make Coupang have more competition to avoid other people to compete for our markets. That's my analysis.
Could you elaborate on Coupon's current overseas expansion strategies?
Coupon's basic strategies can be divided into two types: business to business and business to business to customer. Business to business is a form of directly communicating with upstream suppliers to buy our goods in order to control the buying and selling price. And we purchase the goods to our warehouse center. And business to business to customers is just like the third party sellers sells their goods to our platform themselves, and we get about 0 to 11% commissions profit. And next, to increase Coupon's customer retention rate, we can look at the BCG matrix. We have Coupon Eats, Coupon Play, and Coupon Pay. Three of them have the strategy to leverage Coupon's core competence and enhance the network effects to attract more people. According to Coupon's 2023 annual report, shows that developing offering revenue mainly comes from online restaurant ordering and delivery services. It means Coupon Eats services is currently a current question mark business. It means it's well to develop. Luxury markets is also in our expectation to grow. We also have the strategic alliances, increasing product diversity, logistic efficiency, and the physical construction. For example, we collaborate with many product suppliers and third-party logistics in Taiwan. And in Korea, we collaborate with the Korean group after school to sell the albums. And last, to expand our global markets, we direct invest in Taiwan. We adopt transitional strategy to respond the low pressure from local and the cost like building logistics and advertising. Entering into different markets, we care if the culture, management, and competitive will be a risk or not. It's on my introduction.
I heard that 2 experts are visiting their company today. Should we meet them?
Okay.
Let's welcome 2 experts. Coupon is coming with features. Eva experts, why Coupon choose to expand to Taiwan?
Let's take a look at the table. First of all, Coupon has opened many logistics centers in Korea, so the speed of logistics and distribution in Korea can be very fast. In Taiwan, due to the small land area and high population density, Coupon has been able to continue the same operation in Taiwan as it did in Korea. Coupon is planning to open a third logistics center in Taiwan to improve logistics efficiency. Moreover, Taiwan's e-commerce market still has potential benefits compared to Korea's e-commerce market, which is already relatively saturated. Under the influence of Korean culture, Coupon advertises fast, cheap, and Korean goods in Taiwan in an attempt to attract Taiwanese consumers. In addition, Taiwan's well-developed network infrastructure and the boom in online shopping behavior during the epidemic made Coupon very confident about entering Taiwan. Coupon not only increased its capital by 2.475 billion new Taiwan dollars, but also opened a subsidiary in Taiwan.
So I'm curious about that. How did Coupon get a foothold in Taiwan's e-commerce market? After all, there are other e-commerce platforms in Taiwan too.
Let's start by comparing Coupon competitor. These 3 e-commerce platforms target price-sensitive consumers and sell a variety of products. Since Momo has the largest market share, we will compare Coupon with Momo. In terms of sales territory, Coupon differs from Momo and PC Home in that Coupon has expanded its sales territory to the US and Korea, so it can use the sale of US and Korea products as its main promotion.
And how does Coupon stack up against its competitors when it comes to its price?
Coupon adopts a low price strategy, which makes suppliers reluctant to supply goods to Coupon. Coupon even buys goods from the same industry and then lower the price to to sell them. In addition, Coupang and its competitors also differ in the way they offer discount. Coupang directly send you a coupon for 30% of your first purchase, while Momo requires you to participate in events organized by Momo or use a corporate credit card to get a discount.
What do you think of Coupang's organizational flexibility?
I think Coupang through acquisitions expand the book market and owns many technology patents to continuously reform its organization. Therefore, Coupang has a low organizational inertia and is a flexible organization.
What about the current financial status of Coupang?
Coupang is facing the challenge of undervalued stock prices due to the actual PE ratio being lower than the estimated PE ratio. However, Coupang's income statement shows a year-on-year increase in profits, and the balance sheet shows improvements in inventory, turnover, and quick ratio. The cash flow statement shows an increase in free cash flow and capital expenditures, indicating that Coupang's recent operation is healthy. If Coupang can continuously improve operating performance, the stock price will have the opportunity to rise.
I see. From a long-term perspective, how did you feel about Coupang?
I think Coupang has only implemented some of the activities in line with SDGs standards, and there is still a gap in the full implementation of CSR. How to achieve CSR is something that Coupang should think about.
Hey, I'm curious how college students are using it nowadays.
Should we go back to our schools and see if anyone has suggestions?
Great idea. Let's go.
Hello.
Do you usually use Coupang app for online shopping?
Yes, I usually buy on Coupang because the product on the price is very cheap online. So it's very suitable for students like me.
Sounds like a loyal customer. So what are you comfortable with using it, or what do you hope Coupang can improve?
One thing is that although the package is very tight, but I need to open the carton and remove the plastic garbage so I can see my product. The whole process will create a lot of unrecyclable garbage. So recently, I found that while the companies were pursuing the profit, they will also need to consider about the social responsibility, like SDGs and ESG. So the company may need to create some strategy to reduce the plastic materials, like using the recyclable materials to manufacture the package. And I think that if Coupang really wants to improve this kind of problem, I hope that the company can definitely implement it.
Finally, what are your thoughts on Coupang's willingness to expand into Southeast Asia market?
According to the Coupang's financial report, it has been profitable for 5 quarters, and it is meaningful for a company to expand its overseas markets because the e-commerce in the Southeast Asia is still in its early stage. So it's easier for a company to seize the survival opportunities. And for the promotion part, people can use the social media for advertising and marketing, such as Zalo and WeChat can also be used to carry out some cost-effective promotion. That's all. Thank you.
Thanks for your time. Thanks to Coupang for allowing us to conduct this on-site interview, which gave a deeper understanding of the company.
That's all for today's video. If you have any ideas of which company you want us to explore, let us know in the comments.
Don't forget to subscribe and share. This is Benny here. See ya!